So when this record dropped, you were like, yo, it better be, and you're like, holy shit, it's a record. And it makes sense coming from him.
Somebody use that too? The Fabulous? The 10 crack?
Somebody I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
If anybody does it, they have to be certified brick official. Like you cannot be. You have to be brick official.
Right. I mean, Benny the Butcher's autographs a Pyrex, for God's sakes. He autographs a Pyrex.
Another dope rapper that we could throw on their list, Jeezy. Yo, oh, ripping.
Wait a minute. Okay. What's the
I don't
justification?
feel like
go for that, right?
I don't feel
you know where
like
they got that sample from, right?
Right.
I don't care. I don't feel like Jeezy has the bar work to do that.
Listen. We are live. You are tuned in to Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Welcome back to another episode of Who Do You Got? I am your host, Yo Jules DJ. Please follow me in my handle right here. You are again in tune to one of the greatest shows on the internet right now, where we take two of your favorite hip-hop groups, two of your favorite hip-hop artists, two of your favorite hip-hop albums, etc., put them in a round-for-round battle. Ask the overall question at the end of the night. Who do you got? We're talking legends as usual around here, but it's a funny kind of category this time. You know, we usually take it old school most of the time. We're actually taking a little bit of the new school kind of page this time. And these guys have the potential to be future legends. Let's talk about today's battle. We're talking about this year's release. All right, it's a new thing for us here at EVR. We're talking about a 2022 release.
2022.
Yeah, baby. By the way, don't forget, we do this every Monday night live on Twitch, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and catch us on YouTube, dropping new episodes every week. Like, subscribe, comment, and let us know if you're feeling this 2022 rendition of some of the new stuff that we can talk around here on Who Do You Got? We're talking Freddie Gibbs with the Soul Sold Separately versus real life Benny the Butcher with his album TANA Talk 4. Gentlemen, internet's chat room. I want y'all to give it up one time for Who You Got on each.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You never know what how this is gonna go. Again, let us know in the comments what you're feeling. If you like some of this newer stuff, if you like us to talk to the old stuff, we'll mix it up. You never gonna go on around here. But let's go ahead and introduce everybody around the room. Start out on the DMV, my man, 2 up, 2 down, my man DJ Hobo. What is up, sir?
2 down. What's up? What's popping? What's cracking?
Well, by the time this episode comes out, it will be long past Halloween, but I just wanted to point out that I'm very much feeling your outfit today on a Halloween evening. Is that an Eats and Rhyme shirt, sir?
Yes. Why, yes, it is an Eats, Beats, and Rhyme shirt. Yeah.
It might be available soon. Let us know what you think in the comments, everybody, if you need some of that. You know what I'm saying? Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. But DJ Hobo, back to the scan in hand. We're talking Soul Sold Properly versus TANA Talk 4. We're talking some real life lyrics going on.
There's some bars, some
life cocaine, stuff going on.
Cocaine bars, some narcotics being talked about.
A little bit.
A lot of narcotics.
A lot of narcotics being talked about.
Look at Triple C salivating in the corner. Look at Triple C. Gun bars.
Triple C dressing up as a fish scale for Halloween.
It's a great intro. I see where you're going. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Benny the Butcher.
What?
Interesting.
Really?
I am going with Benny the Butcher.
Interesting.
New York State artist.
Oh, you're pulling the regional thing now? That's what
Sorry, it's good.
That's what you're doing?
Sorry. My
Okay.
bad. Slip. My bad.
I think it's only right that we follow up with who was just that right there, responding about cultural differences about our great nation, such as East versus West. But let's go ahead and talk about my man Cool Breeze for a second. Cool Breeze.
Yes, sir.
In Cali, my understanding is Freddie Gibbs is calling this place home now. Does this affect your vote whatsoever? We're talking TANA Talk 4 versus Soul Sold Properly. Freddie Gibbs versus Benny the Butcher, respectfully.
Sold separately.
Sold separately. My bad. What did I say? Sold what?
Sold properly. You sold it properly, not separately.
That's the salesman in me, baby. That's the salesman in me. Cool. When we're talking about sold separately versus TANA Talk 4, who do you got, sir?
I'm gonna go with Benny the Butcher on this one.
Oh.
Yes, Hobo. Yes, Benny.
Do tell.
Well, I do know wherever your big brother Hobo goes, you like to follow. So I expect another.
Wow.
So what you talking about, Hobo?
You call me Arnold. Okay, cool. Not the reference. But that's false, but okay.
Yeah, that would be stereotypical of me. Semi-prejudiced to automatically think you'd be Arnold. Like that's wrong. I would never think that, you know. Again, but fair enough. We got 2 votes in the room. We got DJ Hobo and Cool Breeze putting their vote down for both Benny the Butcher, Tana Talk 4. Let's go on back down to the East Coast side. I think it's a little further east than usual. We got my man Ike Infamous in the building, Long Island representee.
Yes, sir.
I asked you the question. We're talking gun bars, we're talking drug bars, we're talking I hate you, you hate me, let's fight it out kind of music. Freddie Gibbs versus Benny the Butcher. Last respective albums from each artist. Who do you got?
I'm gonna say Tana Talk 4.
Oh, it is looking so here right now.
Boom, 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 boom.
And I kind of
wrong ad lib.
I almost had the energy. I got the energy today to go spar with Hobo. So you know, I thought it was gonna be a little different, you know what I mean?
Listen, I'll be the first to let you know your Tory Lane's in this situation compared to sit down, brother. I've personally seen Hobo up close, and you and me about the same height. I respectfully, it's Tory Lanez versus anybody. So we don't stand a chance, bro. We don't stand a chance. Respectfully, I take your vote down. Like I said, again, you can walk the duck, walk the DuckTales, Huey, Dewey, Louie to this way. We're going to slide on down the Queen side of things. My man, Quick Fast, Triple Fast, Triple C at Triple C, not so social. Triple C, you like to answer Quick Fast, but I'm going to stop you for a second. I want you to sometimes open the bottle of wine, let it breathe. Smell the wine.
Swirl it, baby, swirl it.
You smell the
Stick your nose in it, man. Stick your nose in it.
The petals.
Your nose.
I want you to savor the moment, Triple C, because these are both right up
your nose in it.
Right up your favorite. This is gun bars at its best. This is drug bars at its best. I hate you bars at its best. Who do you got?
I want to go with Butcher.
Oh.
I'm going with Gibbs on this one.
Oh.
Excluding the bonus track you just mentioned. I didn't know he had bonuses. But that's the Butcher calling?
The Butcher?
It's the Butcher, nigga.
The Butcher's calling.
Triple C is making it perfectly clear. He's not scared to step out of everybody else's shadow.
That's very interesting,
and
Triple
be
C.
his own man and represent
very, very interesting.
So properly. Triple C, we're gonna get into it. I know the bonus tracks was a leading edge to you. We're gonna discuss that as well tonight. Let's go ahead and slide onto the other side of Queens. My man Scantastic, aka DJ Scanners, aka DJ Baba Midi, aka producer extraordinaire. Scan. A lot of production going on in this. A lot of dope production. You know how we picky as hell around here about some of this new stuff. Feel both qualify under our umbrella of like, but this is fire.
Yeah.
That being said,
which
one of these albums do you got?
Yo, tough one, tough call, man. But I'm going to go Gary, Indiana on this one, man. I got Gibbs on this one.
Gary, Indiana, you don't say.
Wow.
I'm going back to Indiana.
I wanted duly noted that Scan has stepped outside of the New York bubble.
You stepped out my bubble. That's not even fair. That's not even fair.
While Hobo says that, I need to stress that if I'm not mistaken, I think most times Gibbs tends to emphasize East Side Gary. So East being East Coast, I got a feeling this might be the connection that Scan.
I see.
That G, you know what I'm saying? But again,
he went back to the Jacksons' old home, kid.
Right.
Where Tito was at.
Tito, stop playing. Tito, stop teasing. Listen, we've got everybody's vote in the room. It sounds like it's weighed a little bit more one-sided to Benny the Butcher, aka Tana Talk 4, the album, but it's not completely one-sided. It's kind of split up. We got Triple C and DJ Scanless going for Freddie Gibbs, So Properly, while Hobo, Cool Breeze, and Ike Infamous all voting for Benny the Butcher. I said the Butcher. Don't come for me, Benny, please.
Respect that man's.
I respect you, the Benny the Butcher, baby, murdering butlers. My bad. Listen, again, I like to repeat because I like everybody to notice we do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Twitch. Join us here. Shout out to everybody in the chat rooms. Anybody? I didn't even turn on my Twitch yet. Let's get it popping. And again, YouTube, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Look us up. Like, subscribe, comment, leave us comments. Shout out to everybody that's left us a couple of ideas. Your actual videos are coming up soon. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Smash that subscribe button so you can catch the episodes that you guys recommended because they coming up. Let's go ahead and start round number 1, fellas. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yep,
Do this, man. Listen, again, this is something new for us over here. So I like kind of dissecting this a little bit differently, but not too differently, because if you know how I do, I'm old school at heart. So let's start with round number 1, the way we always start round 1s around here most of the time. Let's go ahead and talk about the best first song. I know some of y'all looking at me kind of crooked. You wanted me to save that motherfucking that ace in the stash, which we all know to be track number 1 of Benny the Butcher TANA Talk 4, featuring J.COLE, Johnny P's Caddy. It's a gem. But it's also the first song on the album, and we have a certain way of going things around here, where the first song tends to set off what we think should set off the vibe of the entire project. So that's what's on Benny the Butcher's first song. No intros, straight to the music. I kind of like that. Johnny P's Caddy featuring J.COLE against first song number 1, So Properly, Freddie Gibbs, Couldn't Be Done.
If you don't say that album right. Oh,
you know what I can't read my handwriting.
It's 3 S's, my G.
3 S's. Yeah.
And I was wondering, as a host, you know, so I'm wondering, I was like, is he gonna be able to get this all night, man?
Listen,
Hey, listen, man. I think it's being that it's a new artist is throwing you off, kid.
Maybe this is the new redlining.
I made the classic OCD mistake of following the exact spelling, and I put $signs, and then my E was too small, so the next letter is P, and like the first word that comes out is property. So it's like so. Again, respectfully,
I love it.
Talking Benny.
Shout out to you, Jules. Shout out to you, man.
We're talking Benny the Butcher, round number 1, right? Round number 1, best first song. We're talking Benny the Butcher, Johnny P's Caddy featuring J.COLE versus Freddie Gibbs, sold separately.
There you go.
Best first song, Couldn't Be Done. Let's go ahead and start with Freddie first, featuring the great Kelly Price.
Yeah. You feel me? We ran out the whole top floor. You did. South Beach. Turn me up Thursday. I had to get all my hoes in. Everybody in the room. I was just too jiggy. Big rabbit. Yeah. They say we can do this shit, man. Yeah.
There you go.
They didn't let the PLs in the dope. Used to stick with an MX, just my bitch that on the floor. They call me myself, they say, here the West Coast got that coke. They see me now, I tuck the deuces and I float on the motherfucking rubber bands. Jump straight out the pocket to a cut the hand. Bitch, you strictly business, fuck your homie, I'm your pussy man. They say talking reckless on this shit might get me booked again. Dropped another album, Cocaine Rabbit, got him shook again.
Ooh, Freddie.
Cocaine Rabbit. I want to say Cocaine Rabbit like he does. I can't do that. Cocaine Rabbit. I can't do that.
Freddie, I've been listening to Gibbs for years now. It's great to see that he's still hanging on and still hanging in there and dropping 5.
He's doing his thing, man.
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was checking
really good projects, like his last 4 or 5 projects.
Alfredo. Alfredo, right?
Alfredo, the joint with Mad Lib.
Yeah.
The joint with Mad Lib.
The 2 joints with Mad Lib. The 2.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So again, like I said, we wanted to talk first tracks. Again, we like to think around here that sort of should set off the vibe of the album. So that's the first vibe that your man Freddie gives you. Let's talk about what Benny the Butcher brings to the table. We all know the track, again, was released as a single earlier in the year. Johnny P's Caddy featuring J.COLE.
Banger.
It's a Spanish sample, right?
Yeah, but if you listen carefully, well, listen, I'll tell you when we talk about it.
Nod his head. He's like, I wish I would have been.
This ain't my story about rags to riches, more about how I mastered physics. In the game, I used to train like Rocky.
Yo, man, especially with these 2 artists, they remind you that beats do matter, bro.
Yes.
Beats do matter. Production is an important part to a whole song being dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I didn't hear everything you said. I'm so sorry. What was that?
I was saying that these 2 artists, they did a really great job, especially in this era, these days, in this time, as far as emphasizing how dope or important production is to your
Right.
music. You know what I mean? Because we've heard so much like, oh, you don't need a beat. Just listen to what he's saying. It's like you're forgetting the part that they both have to they both have to
they
sing
got to marry
for it to
right.
be a great song. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. Again, so you got both songs. You've heard them both. You see what we're working with. Again, right here, we're talking best first song off each album. Does it set off the album vibe, if you will? Is it your better song, your favorite song? Whatever the hell you want to stand on, but we are talking about the first 2 songs in each project. Who do you got? Who wants to go first?
Shout out to DJ Phantom.
Shout out to Phantom. What up, man?
I like how Ike is sitting back. He's waiting. So both of these artists really put out a good project, man. Really good project.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I gotta say that the bars that are on Johnny P's Caddy are like top-notch bars, man. Like both from Benny and J. Cole. J. Cole's verse is ridiculous. Like ridiculous. So I'm going with Benny the Butcher. I'm going Benny the Butcher. Benny the Butcher.
Wake up, hobo.
Baby, dance.
Benny the Butcher.
That dude hobo fell asleep, man. You all right?
Nah, the bar. I you don't understand. I really like both of these albums a lot, man. Like a lot, bro. Like these are the 2 albums that I'm bumping right now, like consistently.
I can see
We're in rotation. We're in rotation right
Heavy
now.
rotation for these.
And again, respectfully, we're talking music around here. Like I said, whatever's going on in these guys' personal lives, we don't know what's going on out there. We hope they work things out because it's all about the music at the end of the day. But right now, we're strictly talking musical skills. And again, these are both the last projects that both these artists recently dropped. Yeah. So Hobo being the first one to put his vote down, he's picking Benny the Butcher, Johnny P's Caddy featuring J. Cole. Again, just to sort of summarize, does anybody feel the same?
Yeah, you can put me down. You can put me down for Benny the Butcher.
Ike approves of my vote.
Well, and for me, in the sense of, I think Benny's track with J. Cole is the perfect example of what the album is going to be like.
Okay.
I don't get that from the Freddie Gibbs. You know what I mean? That first track is a dope first track, but the album gets way doper towards the end. So
agreed.
I feel the opposite way. I feel like the Benny the Butcher's that track should have been later on down the line, not as an opener.
I could agree with that.
But yeah.
Why do you say that though?
The tempo of it is like it's something that it's like later. It feels like it's supposed to be later on during the track listing. It's dope. It's dope.
Okay.
I'm saying.
With that being said, are you not picking Benny or are you just picking Benny?
I'm picking Gibbs.
Oh, why do you like
the Carmel City type of thing?
But what is it about Gibbs's could it be done? Is it the underdog kind of feeling? The underdog?
No, it's like the way the tempo was. It was like more driven. It was more driven down the slow pace of of the Butcher song. So
I get what Trip is saying. I get that. I
respect that.
I can respect that. Yeah. Saying because
I could definitely respect that.
When I was doing obviously my homework and research for today's battle, the most popular song on Benny the Butcher's album is obviously the J. Cole record by a landslide. And
probably added by J. Cole. I'm sure he adds to that because his fan base is
100%.
Absolutely.
Plus the fact that it was the lead single and all that good stuff. And there's a video. You know, a lot of attributes. It's not just J. Cole. It's a lot of attributes that bring it to that level, right?
Yeah.
Brings up is a good point. Like, and not so much about the pace that he was mentioning, but like pre-pause, he shot his load a little too early. It's one of the best records on that album, and he put it first. And even if you're looking at numbers, which we should never really do, and we're just talking, numbers logistically for this particular question, it's a landslide difference. Like it's double-digit millions versus single-digit millions.
But you know what though? But you know what? With all due respect, too, a lot of the Griselda records have slow tempos anyway. They don't have fast tempo records.
That's what I like about that.
Some of them don't even have drum tracks.
That's why I said this was like perfect for how the feel of the album is. You know what I mean? Like overall, it absolutely fits.
Just to add to Triple C's point and yours is like you're right because it does give the tempo of the album. But I feel like any other song could have gave that exact same feeling in terms of like just the tempo of the album. Whereas I feel like Johnny P's Caddy, like I said, is such a big record. Like, wouldn't it have been fun to catch like as maybe like almost on some baseball shit, like as what do you guys call it, the cleaner upper, or the person who comes in to clean up and shit, like closer, so whatever, like just whatever. Just but like
closer.
Closer. Okay.
I just meant like if you got three guys on base, doesn't one guy come in to fucking bring everybody in?
Clean up.
Clean up. Yeah.
That would have been a great cleanup record again because it was just like, this is huge. But again, not to take away anything from the rest of the album, because the album was insane. I was more curious, like, why is there such a big drastic difference in number? But that Cole feature, it having a video, it being the first single, all these things lead to it being such a, again, we talked about it earlier off camera, how some of the songs on sold separately, which are considered the bonus tracks, were out for a year beforehand, which explains their large number compared to these recent tracks that I guess came out, let's just call it a month ago from when this episode is being recorded. So that's interesting. So, okay, so Trip couldn't be done, likes the tempo, feels it's a better song. Cool Breeze.
Cool Breeze.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't even want to get you started, but I'm gonna let you get started because I owe you one, brother. So you go right ahead and take your time. Exactly why you want to pick whatever record you want to talk about, and then whatever other song you want to talk about next, bro. Whatever else.
I'm gonna go with Benny the Butcher and J. Cole on this one, man.
Oh, okay. So now let me ask you: like, is a particular reason, or are you just following your brothers like you usually do? Like, what?
Oh, that was fast. That was fast. Right?
You see how quick you did that?
You took a little bit longer than I expected.
Well, listen,
Watch for the hooks, brother, man.
Head on the swivel, Jules. Gotta keep your head on the swivel.
Hey, listen, baby, that's what we do around here every Monday night. You know what I'm saying?
well, I'm gonna go with that one. I like the video a lot, and also, as Ike said, the actual song and that flow and that tempo is pretty much what you're gonna get throughout the album. So I think it's a good setup for what you're gonna be listening to down the line with the next tracks. And to be honest with you, both albums didn't really disappoint at all, but definitely that Benny the Butcher, you kind of know what you're gonna get as far as lyrically with Benny the Butcher.
I think with both of them. You kind of.
Yeah, both of them. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I said, he's not gonna disappoint. I like the album. I like both of them a lot, and it was hard to pick, but I'm gonna go with Benny and J. Cole on this one.
Fair enough. With Breeze putting his vote there, it officially puts the heavier sided weight on the one side of the room, which is Johnny P's Caddy, featuring J. Cole, putting Benny the Butcher's Tana Talk 4 up on the scoreboard. Round number 1, Benny the Butcher's up ahead, 1-0. I wanted to unpack on a couple of things before we move on to round 2 that everybody kind of was kind of randomly talking about, was some of the fact that, like, I think, well, Breeze just mentioned, for example, how you know what to expect from Benny and you know what to expect from Freddie. With this Freddie Gibbs project, and I liked it, I like both projects. He was a little all over the place, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I got to be honest, I feel like
he had a lot of different producers.
That too. And right now is where we're going to segue into that in a second. He kind of mastered, though. I feel like he mastered his flow.
He did.
Yes, that was one of my reasons for picking that.
He pulled his offset. He pulled his pusher. He pulled his like he went round for round. Like everybody that was on his joints. Pause. He did it. He pulled his down south flow DJ Paul joint, and it was just like
it definitely was a better, well-rounded sounding of hip hop album.
Precisely why I picked the Ike. Precisely why I picked
Freddie Gibbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a bit of everything, like you said. It's not.
You got a little bit more
all over
now.
as long as it's done correctly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the thing. When I first listened to it, I was ready to shit on it because I heard what's that flow? The trippy.
That's the offset joint. I'm not crazy about that.
And he's
trying to do the Bone Thugs. They're trying to do the Bone Thugs.
I wasn't feeling that.
I wasn't
when
feeling that.
I kept on listening to the album, it got better and better.
That's one of my least favorite tracks on there for sure.
Yeah, mine too.
He goes. I mean, not that Offset is respectfully a bar setter, right? But like he went bar for bar with him. As far as in that particular case, I think it has to be more about your flow, and I think he held his flow on that. And like I said, just you know what you get, as Bree said, with Benny the Butcher. However, some people want just that.
Yeah.
I don't want a variety of shit. I can appreciate it. Again, I'm a DJ, so I like a little variety and stuff. But there's certain fans out there that are like, no, I don't want to hear you. I don't want you making me dance. I don't want you making me, you know, whatever. Like I want you to get what I
what's dope about this
project. My wave. That's just my wave. But for this Freddie Gibbs album, I went the other way. It was like, yo, I was impressed.
Yeah,
it shows a lot of his character because Freddie Gibbs is a funny dude. If you follow him on Instagram and all that, besides all the other beef and whatever the hell goes on in his life, when I listen to this album, I was like, wow, I'm getting a full aspect of
Right.
his personality of
Right.
the artist,
Right.
which showed more of his skill. You know what I mean? For him to be rhyming with Offset and then do with a banger with Pusha T.
It's a well-rounded
Yeah.
album, man. I mean, you got everybody from
crazy.
Pusha T to Rick Ross to like it's a really
that Rick Ross
well-rounded
record
album.
is
You have all the
fire.
styles and they're done really well.
Let's talk about it real let's talk about it real quick. Let's break down sold separately real fast. So we're talking about an album that came out on September 30th, 2022 of this year.
Yep.
2 singles were already sort of, up till now been taken off put out from the album, which is Too Much and Dark Hearted. And then you got features a lot. I feel like this is his 5th studio album, but it's his first major label release.
Right.
So if you know, and what I mean to say about it is that I feel like he spent his budget
correctly.
Took on a lot of features and a lot of producers, which gave him this all around, which again, it bothers me.
Pusha T.
Let's talk about it. So we're talking about Kelly Price, Offset, Moneybagg Yo, Rick Ross on 2 records, by the way, Anderson .Paak, Raekwon, DJ Paul, Pusha T,
Scarface,
Music Soul Child, Scarface, Big Sean, Schoolboy Q, and Jadakiss.
Schoolboy Q, yeah, that's Schoolboy Q shit.
Okay, on the production side, pretty dope. Alchemist, K-Tron, I always pronounce this guy's
K-Tronda.
I always say K-Tronada, but what is it?
I say K-Tronda.
Let's say K-Tronda, because I feel like Nada is probably not a good look. K-Tronda, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong until this very second. Jake One, Boy One, Anderson .Paak on the beat, Justice League, DJ Paul, James Blake. I mean, if you know, you know, but I just didn't know that he, I think this guy's name is pronounced Nino, Madlib, DJ Dai, and Hit Boy. I mean, again,
that's a list. That's a full budget. That's a full
2 names
budget
that you guys probably didn't recognize. They worked with like Drake and all those big guys.
Yeah, it's got to be. That's a full budget with a brick or 2 in there. Like because that's a full list. Your album. You say those names and you put just about any other artist behind that. You better have some fucking dope shit.
A brick for your troubles.
It's
a brick for your troubles.
Hey, listen, man, that's water spilling out of the tub on the floor, man.
This album is technically listed at 15 tracks, but if you include the bonus the bonus tracks period that Spotify has it listed as, it basically is a 20-song album, which features a lot more of these features that I just happened to mention. Versus, again, we'll go through it real quick before we go to round number 2. Benny the Butcher's TANA Talk 4, which was released on March 11th of this year as well, 2022. It's his 3rd studio album. Singles on this album were CADDY, which is obviously the song we just played a little earlier with J.COLE, and 10 More Commandments featuring Diddy. We got production by the Alchemist, In-House Derringer, and Beat Butcher, and that's it. It's literally, I guess, 3 producers if you want to call
the go-tos.
He's got a camp. He fucks with it. It works for him. It's been working. We can see it's working. Features, again, a nice little list here. Spent his budget as well, but I don't feel like he spent all his budget because it's also riddled with a bunch of in-housers that are fire as well. But we're talking about J.COLE, Stove God Cooks, personal favorite.
God, baby.
Stove God's personal favorite. Boldy James, Diddy, Conway, 38 Special, West Side Gun. Again, not too much outside reach, like I said, but again, bringing nothing but fire to the table. And that brings,
nonetheless, though. Dope.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Yo, love Boldy James.
What's the album on the Def Jam?
Is it?
Empire. It's on Empire.
I think Plugs I Met was the Def Jam album, I think.
Not sure. Couldn't tell you. This album is through Empire, through Griselda Empire, it says here. But again, those are the 2 projects we're talking about tonight. And again, we do this every Monday night. Make sure you join us live on Twitch, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hit us up on YouTube, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, one word. So let's move on to round number 2. We're playing music tonight, guys. That's what's going on.
Yep.
I love the way we just been playing music lately. It takes a lot of pressure off me. But at the same time, no, not too much, because like I said, I got to make sure the connection of the 2 songs have to make sense. Because I always get suggestions by people in the comments. I get suggestions by you guys, people in the chat room. So I appreciate everybody who's suggesting. And I got to take that and digest it and come out with something as well. And sometimes it may be exactly like what you offered, and something may be a remix of something that you offered. But regardless, we're going to talk about a couple of gems right now. Let's go ahead and start with, let's start backwards this time. We started with Freddie before. Let's start with Benny the Butcher. And we're talking about what I like to call the best tag team track. Let's talk about Benny the Butcher's Tyson versus Ali, featuring label mate Conway the Machine.
Oh, this song is hard.
This is my shit. This is my shit. It's that sample is so sick.
Yeah. They compare the greatest to the greatest, like Boston versus the Lakers. Question: do your legacy rest depending on where you rank amongst the current and the Lakers? So I feel like I'm straight, but rapping and selling weight, I just had them genetic traits. Or do people really care? Do they just want to hear the music? So confusing, y'all compare two niggas from the same movement, only for y'all amusement. It's funny to me, y'all do it trooping while I'm killing shit. Conway be somewhere rooting, that nigga still sound the same.
Conway be somewhere rooting.
Yo, how they took that such a dope gangster beat and addressed real shit. Because if you know, you know.
Yeah, they be talking
whole Griselda
fans.
Yeah.
People are supposed to support. Don't let the fans leave them alone, man. That's what broke little brother up. Chill out.
Word. And yeah, word.
Chill out. We can love them, but sometimes we love them too much that
they can all rhyme in their own respective ways.
Right.
Period. Chill out.
Yeah, there's a lot, but you know, like that record for how gangster that beat is, that you would expect some Triple C brick gun bars on it. You know what I mean? Put the burner right there on the seat. You know what I mean? Take it out the spot, leave it on the seat, and ride around. Like that's what you would expect. But I think they showed their lyrical their lyrical skill and lyrical wit on that record, man. That's such a dope ass record, bro.
Yeah,
I agree.
Again, you got to put fire against fire, and this round, like I said, we're talking about best tag team. We're looking at Tyson versus Ali featuring Conway the Machine versus Freddie Gibbs, Gold Rings.
You have to.
No. Just before you press play, as you were saying, good God, man. Man.
This is a round right here. This is a heavy round right here.
This beat is
crazy.
No gold rings, this shit just my main squeeze. Coming to the crib, breaking down a set of keys. Back in the days, I admit, I had some issues. The 12 on the chase, I jumped out, I crashed the rims to my down ass bitch. The one that never fuck up a snitch. I beat the scene, I hit and run, I left the block with the switch. Police gon' press you, we get lawyers, baby, don't tell no shit. Then I be rocking to the cops, come knocking at my.
We need to skip this round. We need to skip this round.
Can you just play a little bit of that Pusha T verse, please?
Let's skip this round.
Wait, hold on a second. I
will do it. Listen, to keep it fair, I'll do it, but then I have to play a little bit of Conway.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not gonna be like, no.
You know what? I'm not mad. This might give me a little bit more time to figure out which one I'm gonna vote for.
Yeah, you. Listen, if you're in the sales world, it's all about wording. The way he put it was incorrectly. The way that I just put it, I just need a little more time to come up with my decision. It's so much better. Look how you know what I'm saying?
Skip this round. Skip this round. Bill that will skip this round.
Just leave an extra key so I can weigh it there. Rob money so your boyfriend wouldn't lay up there. Dope game, I'm the ultimate creative player. 2K21, savage like 21. Fridays a draft night. You bitches.
Yo, it's unfair. I feel like Pusha T.
I am the summer sun. I am the street dream. Not with the come
Bro.
He's the brick god, bro.
Yo, I feel like anytime he's to feature, the drums just show up wherever he's at. You know what I mean? Like just that vibe. And it just shows up with him. You know what I mean? Like.
Easy, Ike. You don't want the drugs to show up anywhere.
No, not the drugs. The drums. I
thought that's what you said.
No. We're gonna leave the bricks alone for a second. For 1 second, though.
You and your team gonna see like 2 or 3 rings. Win that MVP trophy. That's such a beautiful thing. My bitch don't do the Gucci bag. She usually do the Celine. So pills in the trenches, that's pharmaceutical free. Now those deals worth a million more. The daily on spilling pour. I got this rap shit in the figure 4. You figure 4 niggas, West Side Derringer. Me and Billy y'all looking at the
the spoiled niggas that y'all seen in 10 years ago.
man.
I mean, you
Damn, bro.
Yo, that fucking bass drop, that drum and that, yo.
I feel like I want to start bagging up. Just listening to both of these records. I want to start bagging up something right now.
I'm with Scan. I'm with Scan on this. Skip this round. Skip this round. Skip this round.
work.
Hey, listen,
Where is the work?
we can put in the both of them.
He said something like, had Angie Martinez thinking, who's this cat giving Mary J. Blige $100,000?
Yo, oh my God.
Always ill.
Wow.
You're gonna make me play both of these records tonight. I'm playing both of these records
So
tonight.
there you go. Fucking gold rings versus Tyson versus Ali. Who do you got?
Yeah.
A lot of tap dancing, but no answer.
That's right. A lot of dancing. You too.
A lot of tap dancing.
And oh man.
This is the first time Jules is like, damn, I'm glad I can't vote.
Right?
I'm so
Right?
glad I got to vote. I'm so glad. You guys.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
Man,
Yo,
come
like,
on, son.
like both of these records are phenomenal lyrically,
Yeah.
production wise,
Yep.
how they're getting their lyrics across. Like everything
Yeah.
about both of these records are phenomenal, bro.
Can we talk about the producers real quick? So on Tyson versus Ali, that's Derringer, infamous, in-house Derringer. Not his first hottest beat. We all know that. This is definitely a banger. And then we got I wanted some help with this one. So this one is kind of cool. I don't know if I know any of the producers on this track because it looks like there's a few. Sven Thomas, Sean Momberger, and Jahan Sweet. And there's no highlight on any of these names. You know how you sometimes you could throw the arrow on top of them. Nothing on any of these guys.
So shout out to them. Shout out to them if this is their
pseudonym?
first. If this is their first record, yeah, shout out to them.
Do they go by something else?
Say again.
Do they go by something else? Because those are like
They might. Yeah, matter of fact, this could be like you're right. Like it could just be like not saying it's like Justice League, but like they just broke it down like into the name.
Yeah.
Right. But I just find it weird because they would probably highlight like this guy is from the blah 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 group. But again, the first name sounds very European to me, Sven. So I just feel like
Sven, yeah.
It might be like maybe, again, we all know that. Well, Freddie Gibbs spent a lot of time in Europe. He could have been working.
Sven is like German, I think, right?
He was in Europe a lot. Like I said, he was working with a lot of people out there that were from say
I give you a shot.
Say again.
He said, "I give you a shot," and they hit.
It guy. I mean, like, listen, with that track listing of producers we talked about, I wouldn't be surprised if we're the ones who don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're the old school. Like they don't even fuck and we looking like those guys got to do something really good to get my attention. Again, so we're talking. Listen, I see. Matter of fact, I see what you guys are pausing. You guys are throwing a bunch of shit.
You gotta be drawn. You gotta be drawn.
Yes. You're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me.
No. Right now, what we're doing is I just need to see all the facts to the case, sir. Like if you're gonna, it's not about buying time. It's about you presenting me with a fucking tough ass question. So I'm gonna have to really use my wits here. I want to know who the engineer was.
And in what studio?
Great one.
And what mixing board did they use?
Yes, great one.
Were there candles? Were there
What's scent candle? What scent candle did they have?
What did they eat for lunch?
You gotta listen. Everybody here knows we on a time limit, so we gotta hurry up. You guys gotta hurry up and choose because as difficult as it is, this is only round number 2. And all I'm doing is playing music tonight.
I'm so happy we did this one, man. I can't tell you, man. I'm
Gold rings versus Tyson versus Ali. Triple C, who do you got?
He's a draw. If we all say both of them, you gotta say both.
I don't gotta do shit. Do not. I refuse your deposit, sir. I refuse. Triple C, I'm gonna call you out one more again. Who do you got, Triple C?
The rings, the gold ring.
Oh, going PUSHA T. Look at this, my friend. Look at this.
Contento, my friend.
You look very contento, my friend.
I'm sorry,
Contento, my friend.
I'm sorry, PUSHA. Jules put a gun to my head.
Listen, I won't put another one in the air right now. Do you agree with Triple C? Because we got to get through this round. Those who agree, step up right now. Does anybody go with gold rings featuring PUSHA T? Wow.
Yeah, I do. I do.
I got
Wow.
Go Rings,
At the last second, it went in. Listen, look at this. So, Hobo, speak on it.
Yeah, man.
Is it the regionalness of it, the situation?
It's got to be at this point. I wouldn't blame
factor
him.
involved. Yes.
I wouldn't blame him for that one.
There is a Virginia factor involved.
Is that what you're leaning on,
like
pause?
The whole I'm leaning on the whole song and how they both tied in to one story, if you will, of their cocaine greatness, and just how they tied it in together. And I mean, that beat, I like that beat better personally. And even though I really like the beat from Benny and Conway, because Currency did flip the version of that as well, which is also really dope. But I really like that Gold Rings beat is something different for me, and I gotta go with it.
Fair enough. Ho was not scared to step out. Anybody else feeling froggy? Who's gonna leap and in what direction?
I got Gold Rings, man.
Oh my god, I should have known.
Wow.
Louis, back at it. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go with the Benny and Conway joint. I think that for both of those beats, very melodic beats, but they didn't approach the track like people would have thought they approached the track. They approached it completely differently in a more of a mental type laid back flow. It wasn't really straight up gun bars or whatever. It was just more of a melodic flow to go along with that beat.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, I think I'm going with the Benny the Butcher, and I'm just leaning just on the fact of kind of basically what Cool Breeze said. Like, you thought it was going to be the drug, and it wasn't. It was them addressing something else. Even though the addressing the bricks and all that shit on the Gold Rings is exactly what you want to hear on that shit. But like, I think that just gives the edge to Tyson versus Ali.
Fair enough.
That is fair enough. Okay, cool. So it looks like rounding out round number 2. We decided to put 2 fucking bangers in. We live in round number 2, the best tag team. Pause. We're talking about.
Damn, that round sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we talk about the chat room?
Chat room can catch up with us again. We're gonna keep moving along with them, but we got to wrap up round number 2. We talked about sold separately's own Gold Rings featuring Pusha T, going up against Benny the Butcher featuring Conway the Machine's Tyson versus Ali. And while it wasn't a one-sided affair, it does lean more towards the gold ring side of things. So round number 2, going to Freddie Gibbs, putting sold separately officially on the board as well. 1-1, it's officially tied up. We're moving on. Round number 3, we are going to talk about some of the production as we talked about earlier. This was the part where I was going to segue into production, but we talked about production already, so we don't have to. But no, either way, let's talk about some of the production on here. There's a obvious elephant in the room. I know everybody's kind of mentioned it when they sent me questions, when I've gotten groups of questions from the same people. In the mix of some of their questions is usually this producer being mentioned. We're obviously talking about the white elephant in the room. Let's talk about the best Alchemist track. Let's talk about
Alan the Chemist.
Let's talk about it. Now it was
Why is he favorite?
Shout out to Razi.
Listen, there's a lot to choose from when it came to Alchemist. When it came to Benny the Butcher's project, obviously he did over I think 8 or no, 6 or 8. Actually, I can tell you right now. He did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 joints on here out of the 12. So again, they have a good.
Yeah, most of the production then.
Like I said, it was half and half. It was basically Al, Derringer, and Beat Butcher together, and then Derringer by himself or Alchemist. It was, like I said, 3 producers pretty much.
And he didn't go wrong.
No, didn't miss it all. Actually, didn't miss it all. My Alchemist again. So Alchemist being heavily involved again on TANA Talk 4, but he's also got his own relationship with Freddie Gibbs, as you all know. They've had projects together as well. On this particular project, he had only 1 song that he produced on here. It's a banger as well. Let's go ahead and talk about Blackest in the Room. It already is. It's crazy already. It's like.
You know what I'm saying? What did you do? I'm so cold with this shit. You did? Yeah.
So cold.
Where would you go? What would you do? Who would you screw? Black forces, so his brain ain't leave a stain on my shoe. Let's go talk, bet they put my face on their mountain too. Blackest in the room like I'm Sam Cook at the Fountain Blue. Blackest in the room like I'm Sam Cook at the Copa. These scary niggas, we stick together like dope and soda. Put that shit on nation. My calculation on Costa Nostra. If I smoke them on the side, will I see him when I cross over? Damn. Gotta spit it, cause it sit on my heart. The shit I think when I look up at the stars. I'm with the jail, the warden put me in the hole, cause I wouldn't rap for the guards. I had bars back when Lambo burned my demo on a CDR. Let's go guns on the ski sale. Shows I need 150,000 like I'm E-sale. Sitting on a truck, the back too big to do the meat sale. Tried to kick that cup, but fucked around and I got a refill. Fuck around, go back. Fuck around, get out slump. City niggas worried about a nigga.
150,000 like Ezel.
Yo, that beat switch was crazy.
Yeah. That was me. That was pause tape style right there. But it happens legit though. It happens legit.
Did you throw in a towel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Word. Did you just throw in the towel?
I mean, no, it wasn't a white towel, but almost.
Okay.
Don't be racist. No, but again, fire. I skipped ahead because it needed to show the switch up because the switch up is crazy. Back to Benny, right? But it was a couple of joints to choose from at that point. So I decided to kind of keep let's go the vibes the same. I'm sure you guys will let me know if I'm wrong. Especially Triple C. But we're gonna go ahead and put that Alchemist track up against Tana Talks 4's Weekends in the Perrys, featuring Boldy James.
Talking into the language they can understand. It's crazy. I got high up this late. Hey, yo, some shit you ain't gonna never change, so don't worry about it. Real shit, though. Yo, word to every block in my city, they heard I got it. And my track record certainly show I deserve a homage. And they refer to my shit like Malcolm X words of knowledge. Cooking coke, burning product was only a learning process. Stepping on the brick of fentanyl, free you heard about it. And my phone used to ring so much you get nervous around me. Cut ties with the game, the same shit that certified me. On my clientele going Mr. Customer Service by me. Yeah, they just like me. On my pie flippers, ties to Virginia like Teddy Riley. Since rap, I've been treading lightly.
Had to quit blasting cigarettes. Was 2 times in my game. I'm a bigamist, but the game happened with regret. My brain a bit of a wreck. All the stress and strain left to disconnect. Chefing up all the cane in that kitchenette. Acquainted with big execs who filthied up my name.
Yo, Boldy killing that shit right there, man.
Oh, Boldy James.
I had to get a little.
Boldy James is so dope, bro.
2 Alchemist tracks. He delivering fire. We're talking Blackest in the Room versus Weekends in the Perrys, featuring Boldy James. Who do you got?
I got GIBBS, man.
You got GIBBS on this one? Blackest in the Room?
I got Blackest in the Room, man.
Oh shit! Usually you're associated to your choices through some sort of 6th degree of Kevin Bacon. Like I once toyed with that sample. I remember I liked it. I once gave that record up to someone else.
My man let me hear that sample the other day, and
you know what? I think for me, I think the mood and the feeling on the GIBBS is a little bit better mixed in with the flow, in my opinion. I think the Benny the Butcher one's a little boring to me, in my opinion. And I kind of like the feeling on the one with Freddie Gibbs, so that's why I voted for that one.
Right. I thought the same.
Trip. So you're putting your vote down for Blackest in the Room?
Yeah.
Is it a statement, fellas? Are you running with some sort of campaign as like a Black and I'm proud, Blackest in the Room? Are you trying to say something?
Yeah.
I want to catch up. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah. What's up?
Triple C, Fastest in the Room. Got your vote down. You're Blackest in the Room. I feel you. Anybody else feeling the same or want to stand on a different hill here?
I'm gonna go with the Benny on this one.
You're going Benny. Just bring it down.
I'm a big Benny fan, man, and I just the way the emphasis he put on his words over that instrumental were pretty powerful for me. So and then Boldy James coming in with his verse and just if you don't know who he is, you are doing yourself a disservice. He has lots of dope projects.
Yeah, he really does.
Another Griselda boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He has a project with Alchemist also.
He has a couple.
Yeah, he has a couple of.
Yeah, so but just, you know, I think that those two guys on that beat just really did it justice. So I'm going with that. Malcontent, sorry to jump in, but shout out to him. He said that the unknown people that are on the Gibbs album are musicians, and Freddie Gibbs has a lot of musicians on this album, live instrumentation on this album, and I guess they played.
Shout out to Sven and the crew because they killed that.
That's dope. Yeah.
We got Hobo's vote down for Boldy James's Weekend in the Perry's Boldy James with Benny the Butcher's featuring Boldy James Weekend in the Perry's. Anybody else agree with Hobo, or are we all gonna lean on the other side of this fence here? What's going on?
I'm gonna go with Freddie Gibbs on this one. I really felt that joint, and it seemed like just listening to it, it kind of like paint a picture. It was like very visual.
Yeah, Gibbs is good. He's good at that.
Yeah,
he's very good at that.
I heard earlier you voted Gibbs as well, correct?
Yeah, you're gonna put me down for Gibbs on this one.
Got you. So again, so it's not entirely one-sided affair, excuse me. But most of the room looks like they eventually voted one way. We're talking about best Alchemist track on both these projects. Projects being talked about are sold separately.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Got it.
And we decided to put the best Alchemist tracks on the table here, which we thought might have been Blackest in the Room against Weekends in the Perrys. And again, it looks like Freddie Gibbs takes this round. Best Alchemist track going to Blackest in the Room. Freddie Gibbs on the board once again, making it 2-1. It's getting exciting. Again, looks like both albums are holding their weight here, going the full length of the rounds. Hopefully, we're going to see what's going to happen at the end of 2 more. Let's see what happens here. We do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Twitch. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Like, subscribe.
Shout out to Nerd Chris coming back to join us once again.
Oh, shout out to Nerd Chris. What up, Nerd? What up, Chris? What up? What up?
Shout out to the, we said Nerd Chris?
Yeah, what up?
Nerd Chris. What up, Chris?
Salute to everybody up in here. DJ Phantom.
Yeah, shout out to my brother, the boss, of course.
Yeah. Shout out to Phantom. Shout out to Malcontent. Shout out to the lurkers, everybody that's just out there not saying nothing. We appreciate you all the same.
Think about those. Crazy. Say what's up. We're glad to shout you out. Matter of fact, DJ Phantom said he's got something live on all streaming platforms. So look at DJ Phantom.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, follow him. Follow
Phantom. Yes, sir.
Right here. We spread love. It's all good. Listen, round number 4. We're talking again, Freddie Gibbs versus Benny the Butcher's last project, sold separately versus TANA Talk 4. Let's talk some more music. Let's start on the Benny the Butcher side this time. Let's go ahead and play a little music. No real explanations on this one. I just thought the vibes kind of fit. So let's talk about, straight up. Right. Maybe to a certain degree, I can't front. A little bit of the features has something to do with it to a certain degree.
Okay.
But let's talk about these 2 tracks specifically. We're talking Black Illuminati. Featuring Jadakiss versus 10 More Crack Commandments featuring Diddy. I think you can see the connection, right? I think you see that. Yeah, you guys get it. So again, we're talking on the TANA Talk 4 side. This time we're going to talk with 10 More Commandments, 10 More Commandments featuring Diddy.
Hey yo, make my shit sound godly.
Make it sound godly.
Like that.
With Blessing from Premier on this.
So yeah, he did.
Yeah, let's go. Soon as they let me eat, knew the streets was my expertise. I kept the street contacts on my connect, so they let me eat. I'm a rapper, but I was a drug trafficker before I left the streets. These 10 more crack commandments. Frank Wright, rest in peace. Number 20 gotta be to make sure that you count the money. Singles and fives out of
You're supposed to play this whole song.
Word.
Play this whole song. You're supposed to play this whole song.
You're supposed to play the whole song.
You're supposed to play the whole thing. Play the whole joint. I gotta hear all the commandments. I gotta hear all the commandments.
Right. You got the 20. You gotta keep going.
11. He's crazy with that one. And again, like Ho was saying, he actually got Premier's blessing on that. So shout out to
the drum work on that fucking record is so stupid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I agree. That is again Derringer and Beat Butcher together on that track. So shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man. Derringer, he makes some beats, man. But they keep him in house like a mug. He don't let him out to nobody. They must be paying him well.
You got a good chef in the kitchen. You got to keep him.
Just keep the chef happy.
Yeah.
So we wanted, like I said, 10 More Crack Commandments featuring Diddy against Black Illuminati featuring Jadakiss.
Slang. Used to sleep on the floor with a kill check. Got a bag I can't bag yet because it's still wet. Reaper man, I pay him a visit, they pay this bill check. Brain hemorrhage, blunt force trauma, I make him feel that. I rather seal that. Send out the bricks that had the Nike shoe stamps. I'm just doing it for the camp. Niggas sold them to the plug, now he's shopping behind my back. One thing about that bitch harmless, she coming back. You can trap and keep a strap close. Nowadays the shit became a trend and snaking homies out was everybody back though, but everybody black though. I let the fiends catch a bean, used to vomit off the secondhand crack smoke. Nigga got that PTSD from testing the key. Working the FEDs. Cause every time I see the judge, it's like a scary movie. Fuck the court, real nigga can't do no jury duty. Internet and alter the shit to a different game now. I don't rap about dead ops, I let his name now. Shame how they blackball.
You got flow, bro.
My name, huh? The wifey, you got a Tommy got.
We catch a dome dog. Go ahead and put the kids to sleep. This the grown part. But we knew what Billboard was. We had our own chart. Strapped and they pull a call, but you take your own charge. I ain't never worked for nobody. I sold my own heart. Smoke a fat one in the back, right in my own yard. Playing dominoes with my man. He in the boneyard. Now I can pay for the
Was that budget payment or brick payment? What do you think that one was?
Because you know, definitely some brick payment.
You think I see Jadakiss as more of a grown up adult these days. I see more of that being straight budget.
Okay, all right.
It could be.
It wasn't trading cards. It wasn't like baseball cards. Like
maybe it was like 3/4 budget, a little brick. You know what I mean?
Listen, they wonder
a juice bar payment.
Wow, a juice brick. A juice brick.
Yes, a juice brick.
They wonder in the chat room why every time they get on here, Ike's always rolling up.
What else am I supposed to do?
Nerd Chris asked that question also, by the way.
What else am I supposed to do? We talking eats, beats, and robs, right?
How do you get to the eats? I smoke.
Because definitely right after we get on camera.
We are again talking about both songs that I just played for you. Like I said, connection being, let's just call it the Diddy Jadakiss Bad Boy connection, whatever. We tying things Kevin Bacon 6 degrees of separation style right here. All right, Black Illuminati versus 10 more.
Love you, Nerd Chris.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
I got the butcher on this. His cleaver is bloody on this one.
His cleaver is bloody on this one. Absolutely. Triple C said everything I needed to say. I'm with Triple C on this one.
Mike, I'm putting your vote down. Is that the direction I think that you were heading by saying that statement?
Didn't you just hear him?
Did you not hear what he said?
The cleaver is bloody on this one. Nah, like what Benny did, taking the 10 crack commandments and just adding to it and really put it in perspective these days, like, yo, save the money, like why we have these jewels and things for the money, get off of this internet shit. And yo, he absolutely, that record I think was the best record on the project.
You know what's dope about that too is like it's ironic because it's actually the brick guys talking about the next level of 10 crack commandments, so it's perfect.
Right.
Exactly. I could have did without Diddy being on the record.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
Producer all on the track. Yeah. All right, I had to.
All in the video.
Obo, just to play
all in the video.
Obo, just to play devil's advocate for a second. Diddy gets away with it though, because the shit he's saying is so
Dude, he is saying some good shit in there. He's
saying some cocky fucking shit. And you know what it is? In this social media age that we live in, like we know that it's corny, but picture still 95 Diddy when we didn't know everything about him, and he was just this guy thinking like shit he talks in this song is so that era, like he's I forgot what he says. He says some crazy shit.
No, he does. But
it's funny. It's like
2022. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It's 2022, unfortunately.
Put my vote down for that one as well. Because I feel like if someone is going to do a song about to continue the 10 crack commandments, it either has to be Benny or Pusha.
Facts.
And since Benny did it and he killed it, blood on the cleaver, as my man.
I put Jadakiss as a third vote. Maybe no.
Yeah.
So you know what's funny? I think that'd be kind of cool just in general, just throw into the universe of hip hop, like someone should continue the commandments. It don't have to be 10. It's just like everybody should just keep adding 10 more.
Oh,
So
that's an idea.
But
yeah.
it has to.
now it's Jada's turn to drop another 10, and
But
somebody
it has to. It has to. I think it was the right time. Like for as dope as 10 Crack Commandments is, you know what I mean? Like for what it did and for how long it standed, it was a record that you didn't think you would hear anybody remix, remake. That was never a thought process.
Right.
So when this record dropped, you were like, yo, it better be, and you're like, holy shit, it's a dope fucking record. And it makes sense coming from him.
Did somebody use that too? Didn't Fabulous did redo it, the 10 Crack?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
If anybody does it, they have to be certified brick official. Like it cannot be. You have to be brick official.
Right. I mean, Benny the Butcher's autographs a Pyrex, for God's sakes. He autographs a Pyrex.
You know who? So listen, it would go like this. So the next batch would be 30 to 29, right? Because 30. This was 20 to 11, right?
So it would be 30 to 21.
30, 21,
30 to 21, and so forth. That'd be the catch of it.
Right.
Another dope rapper that we could throw on that list, Jeezy. Ripping.
Wait a minute. Okay. What's the
I don't
justification?
feel like
Come for that, right?
I don't
You
feel
know where
like
they got that sample from, right?
Right.
I don't care. I don't feel like Jeezy has the bar work to do that.
Listen. I used to feel this way. I'm not listening.
And I'm a Jeezy fan, to be clear.
Oh, okay. So then, how are you a fan and not
I'm
associate
a
him
fan,
with
but I'm also a
like
realist.
music?
I'm a fan. I'm also a realist. I'm a Dolphins fan. I think
Hobo.
in the Super Bowl.
Dolphin?
If Jeezy,
Guy. Let me know in the comments. Is Jeezy not that guy? Jeezy's that guy.
What's your team? Who's your baseball team, Hobo?
Jeezy was from New York.
Oakland A's.
How would the
I'm from Lynchburg, bro. I don't have no sports. I don't have no teams to affiliate with.
Hold up. So our merch is gonna be green like that because you like the Oakland A's?
No, this is green like this. I should have said yes.
I'm playing.
No.
I know that's our colors.
It's the green in the letters, bro.
That's our colors. I'm playing.
See what's behind Trip and Cool Breeze.
Yo, Hobo, no wonder why you wear that hat. I thought that was a team.
Yeah, I don't wear that hat just cause.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't. Why the Oakland A's?
We got to stick to the
all the way in
script.
Oakland, and you're from Virginia.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you after this.
You don't want to say it on camera. Listen, fair enough. Cool Breeze, you have an opportunity here to make your vote not count, but just first. So you're first and last place. So who do you got, respectfully?
I'll go with Benny the Butcher and Diddy on this one, sir.
I think that's the vibe of the entire scan. Is it fair enough to say that's the same thing with you?
Yeah. I got that.
The other joint was cool, but it was just a little slow, I think.
Malcolm says Stove God to do the commandments.
Who the Stove
God could probably
this so high?
Yes, yeah, that one. Yeah.
I mean, his name is Stove God.
His name
is Stove God.
Yes.
Listen, let's keep it pushing here. We're gonna wrap things up. Round number 4, we took on 2 fire tracks off both projects that we're talking about sold separately versus TANA Talk 4, and we decided to put Black Illuminati versus the 10 More Commandments, both songs featuring Jadakiss and Diddy, and it looks like it's a one-sided affair completely. All going towards 10 More Commandments, so giving Benny the Butcher this round. This is insane. This is so cool. Oh, shit. Benny the Butcher tying things up. The game is officially tied up. Our first tie up in this new realm of today music.
Yes.
Reviewing it back to the current stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, we listen to this stuff. We just never thought about putting it on our network of like, things to talk about, but we're trying it out. Let us know in the comments if you like it or not, So again, we talked about Black Illuminati versus 10 More Commandments. Benny the Butcher gets the round, putting it officially 2 up. They're officially tied up 2-2, moving on to round number 5.
Uh-oh.
This is it.
Uh-oh.
This is when he gets his happiest.
Yeah. He's in his.
I know.
Right now.
Pause.
At this rate right now, again, I don't know why I keep using these baseball metaphors like I play sports, but I do not. And you'll probably let me know if I'm wrong. But I just feel like I've been my average is up this entire game. I've been getting on base, had an RBI, maybe I might have just bunted. I'm doing my thing. And I think it's been proven in round 1 through 4. So I've gotten on base every single time is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, for the cycle now.
You're close to hitting for the cycle right now. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
Let the Mandarin be.
Switch it up. Can we start over on the editing side? I feel like I'm
Breeze is stupid.
and I'm in my prime right now. So again, I just want to take 2 songs, and I feel like I'm on fire right now. So let's talk about some fucking gems. So the last one I started with Benny the Butcher, correct? So we're gonna go ahead and start back to keep it fair, back to the Freddie Gibbs side of things, and we're gonna go ahead and play. This is, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Wholeheartedly just a favorite of mine that I found among playing the album today, and I thought it was pretty fly. Let's talk about. Did I label this anything? No, just fly song versus another fly song.
Favorite of yours.
Favorite of mine, both of them. That's the name of this round. Jules' favorite. No, I don't want to say it's not my favorite song of the album. But
Jules' pick.
Let's talk about Jules' picks. Featuring Rick Ross.
Lobster ravioli.
West Coast counting blues, but I'm whooping with them rules. In my neighborhood, you was either 5 or 6, you had to choose. And folks in there was still in my starter jacket and my shoes. They laughing at me at my school, so I move like I ain't got shit to lose. When I get them goons, you in the afterlife by afternoon. My chopper truck, but I serve that dust, my nigga serve that food.
Jake won.
I'm in my jail cell.
Yes, sir.
On the news, broken hearts and empty pockets, crack water, dirty faucet. When I shot that bitch in the chest, man, I knocked the shoulder out of the socket. Fuck a degree, I'm whipping diesel, no direct deposit. Dope in my diaper bag, I'm serving while my daughter watching.
Those drums and snares is exactly why I smoke, Nerd Chris, every time we do rhymes.
Well said.
Listen, Jake won again. Listen, if you know you,
Jake won.
That's Rick Ross's go-to, man.
That is Rick Ross's go-to, man.
That's an interesting point. I never looked at it there. He does fuck with him a lot. You're right. You're absolutely right. Again,
Singles too. Singles.
Yeah. Again, you're absolutely right. Maybe that might have been the drawing. Like Rick Ross sounds good on that song. Can we? I've been doing that all night, right? Let's go ahead and play just a little bit of Ross's joint.
Might diminish me, so when
niggas come to conclusion, chasing coming concurrent, shooters on the maneuver, really as a deterrent. MA singing melodic, pussy seeming hypnotic. I'm addicted to diamonds, such a fiend for them watches. Dollar signs in my carpet, killing options, the obvious. I count bodies like bottles at parties when I'm in Cabo. I just leave and they follow, call it laws of attraction. Living in the Coliseum till I'm thought in my casket. On the beach in the mansion, no way got him a pension.
Does the vocal samples find Rick Ross, or does Rick Ross find the vocal samples? Is the real question.
They meet each other.
Real question. Yeah, because that's a. Yep.
Breeze like that they meet each other halfway.
He sounds fucking amazing over that beat.
No, hey, that is a good marriage. I don't want to take away from Jake. Jake Paul, I was going to say from Jake one. It's about the, like, I don't feel like he gets his flowers. And man, we've done an episode on him that we'll be dropping soon too. But Jake won. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Look up his Be surprised. So you like that you do not know where his. So there you go. So again, I had to play fire song versus another fire song. So I thought lobster omelet, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sounded good. But does it go up against back 2 times?
Yo, you gotta at least get to the chorus on this, please.
I gotta stamp that shit. Niggas trying to take my shit. Listen, with the diamond solitaire, tan over white. All my hit the flow is witches. He want you to bend the corner. I bet he back.
Dropped it in the pot, it came back. Soon as wheels through these doors, boy, we back. I should have been the corner, Betty back. Was cooking cocaine and designer. I turned 17 ounces to 39. Watch big homie lay that shit up on the heat like Harold Miner. I just dropped my heat like Kyle Lowry. All the velo came from Bari. All the kilos came stacked with a balloon. It's time to party. Drive the 6s in the sun with that rocket. I think I'm Barkley. And I ain't bringing chip home. Bitch, I brought a brick home. Did it off the flip phone. Had the feds in there tiptoeing.
Yeah.
Stove God is so dope.
Yeah.
He is so dope.
Yo.
What was my favorite line off the damn it, I can't remember the record. When he was like when the dude says something to him, he says, "What all about the feds?" He said, "You should be more worried about your Jesus piece looking like Matthew McConaughey."
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
What song is that? I remember. What song is that again?
What song is that? I don't remember that song, but yeah.
I can't remember the damn it. I can't remember
that. Oh my
It
god!
gets me a minute. It gets me a minute. My bad.
Big back. So listen.
Oh god, baby.
Lobster Omelet featuring Rick Ross. Back
Listen,
2 times.
Back.
Featuring Stove God Cook. No, Stove. Did I say it right? Stove.
You said Stouffer's what? What you said?
Did you see Jules' face though? He's like, Stove.
He said Stouffer's.
I'd be hip.
Stouffer's stuffed crust.
Right.
Stouffer's bread.
They both have like, oh, get the lobster omelet.
Oh shit.
It's anybody bag back. Lobster omelet versus bag back. Who do you got? What's up?
Oof, man.
I gotta go with the classic Griselda sounding. That's a classic sound. That's
Yo.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
When that joint was playing, everybody was leaning.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think off the alley-oop from Cool Breeze, I'm gonna go with Bag Back just because of feature-wise. Stove God brings the personality and flyness out of the fucking record. He just does, man.
I agree.
The production of both of those records are fire, though.
Yeah.
So are we saying Stove God bodies Rick Ross on this?
Whoa.
Yes. I'm going.
Okay.
Wow,
Yes.
Stan. Wow,
Okay.
Stan.
I'ma
Wow,
say
Stan.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
Wow,
I
Stan.
mean, no.
I'm seeing.
I'm gonna say it. You can write it down.
Okay. Listen. Okay.
Down.
Let's eat pizza rhymes. Okay.
It was like, yeah.
Scan, you addressed it first, but you're basically like, everybody else is going obviously bag back. Are you going back?
I'll vote for Ross on this one.
Just peanut squash soup.
All right.
Just to see, just to get the room circulating.
you know, he got that expensive taste. He got that. He want that.
Man, Stove God. I've been talking about this with anyone who will listen, to include Malcontent. We talk about this often. Yo, Stove God Cooks is 6th man of the year in hip hop, bar none. The features that every feature that he adds that little something extra.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
No, hobo. I need to correct you. It's not a little something. He steals the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does usually. You're right. He does usually.
The Benny the Butcher song, but be clear, we're all talking about his verse. Like,
yeah.
And the chorus.
Nobody said skip. I don't know if you guys know. I skipped. Nobody said anything when I skipped.
No, I noticed.
No, I saw what you were doing.
I noticed. I saw exactly what you did.
But that's what he does. Listen, it's not a slight to Benny. It's sometimes there's a fucking star among us, and he's a star. That's it, plain and simple. He's a star. He's got the quality of like, oh, you're gonna be fly, like, but we never got to see what Max be. He could be like, what?
Shout out to Rock Marsh for finding him, bro.
Yeah, LI, baby.
That upstate.
LI, baby.
Hempstead, baby, Hempstead.
Hempstead.
What you talking?
No, for
Nassau County, Suffolk County.
Okay, you heard it the first time, buddy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hobo does it all the time. I even, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Hobo. It's my friend, baby. You know, Nassau County, baby. LI, you know. Shout out to DJ Phantom, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jazz, man.
Talk your talk,
Smooth. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Steve Avenue.
Shit, son.
Are they saying anything in the chat room, Hobo, or?
I'm about to. So Malcontent said Stove God bodies a lot of cats, which is true.
He bodied the biggest boss.
Yeah.
And they both used to talk about the same exact shit.
Oh, so Phantom says Ike discovered some artists that he'll tell later.
Oh, Phantom, why? See, look, Phantom was always.
I told now. Okay. All right. Now we know. We'll look forward to that story. Thanks.
So listen, it looks like wrapping up round number 5. It was pretty heavily sided that Benny the Butcher gets this round, giving Benny the Butcher the round of Lobster Omelet versus Back 2 Times, aka Bang Back, featuring the one and only Stove God Cooks, putting again Benny the Butcher the winner of this round. Overall, doing the math right here, yep, it looks like we officially have a winner. And if you've been keeping score all night, you can officially see tonight's winner. Give it up to Buffalo's own Benny the Butcher.
The winner.
We didn't play West Side Gun Track, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, this is a tough. It was a tough fight.
It was.
Yeah. These are really good albums, man.
Yeah, both albums really didn't have a lot of fillers. You know what I mean? Like, Triple C said it before. Like, Triple C said it before the start of the Freddie Gibbs. You were like, what? But if you listen to the whole entire Freddie Gibbs album, as I got to the end of the album, it sounded like he grew up lyrically. So it was like you was partying with him. And he's still selling his brick the whole entire time. It's just that now he's just moving different with how he sells his bricks, and he's at a bigger point.
Let me
ask now too.
Good question. Like, which version?
He felt that power. He felt that power when he was on Power.
Which version of the album did you get to hear? Did you hear the version with the bonus tracks or no?
I believe I did.
Schoolboy Q and
yeah, with the Schoolboy Q, yeah.
That's the deluxe version.
Yeah. And just as it, I liked the album as it got better. Like I was like, just like Triple C said, I was ready to shit on it, but then it was like, wow, this dude actually showed different sides of his skill, his talent. Like, holy shit, you know what I mean? Like, this is a really dope album because him and Madlib, I can listen to that. I can listen to that, and that's just a different way. Like, even from his cadence on his flows, from when he's rhyming with Migos and all that, you hear him with the character and shit like that. And over the later part of the projects with the Pusha T, you hear him just rhyming. He's still got his flow, but he's not trying to add anything to his voice. He's just boom, boom. Now he's trying to keep up bar for bar with Pusha T and shit like that. So,
And the song he did. So, Jules, if you could play just a little bit.
Yeah. Which one?
Decoded with Scarface.
Oh yeah.
That song is hard, man. And to speak to Ike's point, like that's a song where he's rapping, but he's talking about something. And both of them are talking about, like, especially to like the young cats, like, you gotta chill out.
Yeah.
And growth record.
Mama said it would be days like this. When the police was gonna raid like this. Little shit was in my vein like this. Little fuck it, I get paid like this. Mama said that it be days like this.
And then just to have Scarface as the feature on it, you know what I mean? Says a lot as far as what you were saying, Hobo, as far as like being past. Let me talk to these young niggas.
Green tickle through the vest. 1990 Testarossa for a test. Love my Uncle Sam sold me them yams. Government Instagram. Grandma got a taxes back, I can trap out the grand. Cooking dope the Granny and Luther, that was a nigga jam. Bitch ain't nothing better than love. Go get it from your man.
You see, I don't feel like he's forcing his rhymes right here. He's just flowing.
Not at all.
My first million on cars, drug bitches and jewelry. I'm in the section, now I love my connection to foolery.
I'm 10 toes in the pavement. I'd rather die than give a statement. And we don't talk to police. Fuck 12, fuck them. Let them leave me in hell. Cause a sale ain't an option. The streets ain't the only people watching. Bands on my line, every phone call popping. I can hear it, deep down in my spirit. I'm super careful when I say a nigga lyric.
And the choices, like, Scan, I'm pretty sure you would agree. Like, a lot of the samples and shit that they chose on both of the projects, you wouldn't think to go where they would go with them. You know what I mean? That's what makes Alchemist so dope. You know what I mean? And Daraja, you know what I mean? He showed his ass a little bit on this one because a lot of his beats can get kind of in the same lane. You know what I mean? But like, what they chose to use to make their beats or to start or to use their cadence and shit like that, they did a really, really dope job. You wouldn't expect it in this day and age, I guess.
Yeah, man. And you know what, man? Shout out to GIBBS, man. Shout out to GIBBS and shout out to my brother Chen Lo from Soul Science, because one of the first time I actually saw GIBBS is that we were on a show at the Shadow Lounge in Pittsburgh with GIBBS and Mac Miller on the same bill. So that was the actual first time. I don't know, that might have been like 2009, 2010.
Wow, that's a bill right there.
So shout out for seeing GIBBS for the first time. Mac Miller and you know, being out there and seeing GIBBS, man. So I kind of seen the growth a little bit in GIBBS, man. And that's one of the reasons why I was kind of excited to pick this record, because it's an overall good album with so many different things, man.
Yeah.
Like I think GIBBS needs a Scandalous beat.
Oh, everybody needs Scandalous beats. Hold on.
Scandalous is him. But yo, I think these two albums are like solid nominations for like album of the year. I mean,
on which platform are we talking? Like,
I don't give a fuck about the Grammys and no shit like
that.
Yeah,
no, we're just saying hip hop.
Hip hop shit.
Hip hop albums.
Oh, some hip hop shit.
Definitely albums of the year. That and these two and the Pusha T. Like
these two, Pusha T, the Rock Mars, that Rock Mars that he just dropped with
Alchemist. Yep.
Yeah.
I would agree. Somewhere in those four albums, man. Like these two albums are exceptionally solid, man. Exceptional.
Yeah, I agree. It was really cool to try out something different. Like I said, if you're a regular viewer, follower, supporter of ours, you know that we typically talk a little bit more old school around here, and the suggestion came our way. And we took it on, and the challenge was Freddie Gibbs.
That's Hobo.
Freddie Gibbs versus Benny the Butcher. And here we went, and it came out pretty good, I think. Again, I think it also, in terms of my preparation, like I said, it made me have to really pay attention to the music and not really rely so much on history and status of certain records, because there's no status to these records kind of yet. I mean, they're relatively new. They just dropped this year. So there was no like history, like this one went down as a classic, or this one ended up dropping another single, and this one, the video for it's like, this is still pretty new. And now it's about the music straight up. So you have to listen again. And it was fun to do that. And it was really cool to like I said, there wasn't really too many questions. I started out at some point, like, let's talk production and all this. And I was like, no, I just want to go song for song at this point, because like there's too many bangers on both these projects. Like,
yeah, agreed.
Let's just go. And again, it led to Benny the Butcher being the overall winner tonight with TANA Talk 4. So shout out to Benny the Butcher, shout out to GIBBS for dropping a really dope project. Are we off the clock?
Yeah, we're off the clock.
I personally, can I get my
Yeah, absolutely.
Please. No, this was a really, really dope battle, and you did a really good job today. So I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Honestly, again, it's the end of it now. I'm sorry. So let's just say my initial, like how I asked you guys at the beginning, I'm all in about sold separately.
Okay.
I was like, the GIBBS album for me was way more enjoyable, let's just say.
The A&R hat kicked in.
You know what it is? I kind of like, I'm one of the people that enjoys being like, oh, you can do that, you can do this, oh, you killed that, like, and I also enjoy one solid, sound. But in this particular case, for me, it was Triple S, let's just call it. And but I enjoyed it. I'll be honest with you, I've never heard an entire Benny the Butcher project in whole, in its entirety.
Really?
Just
I have. I haven't heard Freddie Gibbs' album as whole.
I have. I've been listening to GIBBS for years. I think GIBBS is dope. I think he's kind of acting weird on social media. Not the funny part of it, but like the whole, let's just calm down. But other than that, he's solid. Like that shit. Like his music is dope. Period. For years. And then he started teaming up with the ALCHEMIST of the world and other producers and the Mad Libs, and like he's out here.
I think he's hitting his stride like right now. Like I think this album shows that he really found it. And I hope he sticks, like he recognizes that he got it, because this album is maybe the one he did with Madlib might be doper than this. Maybe.
Yeah.
Pinatas, maybe.
Yeah.
This one is definitely one of his, if not the best albums that he's done. Like this album is is clutch, man.
Yeah, it's well run. It's a well-rounded album.
Yeah.
Dude. It's a well-rounded album for however you thought Freddie Gibbs rhymed before or his earlier projects, his earlier work. Like he displays all of that in some of this.
Yep, agree.
No, good. Both projects solid. Like I said, that's what we decided to talk about them. So here we go. Again, Benny the Butcher's winner tonight. We do this every Monday night, live, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Twitch. And we drop it, like I said, episodes every week on YouTube. We're gonna drop this one pretty soon. You'll see how fast that's gonna happen. And again,
podcast every multi platforms.
Triple C laying it down with the alley
with the podcast.
Be heavy with the podcast out there. If you can't watch us, listen to us, man. Listen, like I said, Triple C set up to the point where we everywhere where you need to find us. iHeartMedia, we on Apple Music, we on Spotify, whatever your favorite Spotify platform is, we are on it. I promise you. And if we're not, let us know so we can get on it. Pause. Listen, we're gonna wrap things up here tonight. We decided to do this again, maybe a little thing. Let us know in the comment section if it's something we should be doing. People
Someone's at the side door.
Oh.
Oh,
Benny. That's Benny. Butcher coming.
He's coming. Right on time. Right on time.
That means Jules gotta go.
Let's be clear. I wanted to be clear for all the internet. That was not me. So I don't know who's doing it.
I don't have a side door, so
I don't have a side door either.
That wasn't me. That sounds like something real fancy. Real fancy.
The only one that's being quiet right now, aka Breeze.
That's in California in the mountain shit, right?
Hey, listen.
LA life. That's that LA life.
That's the LA life shit.
It ain't Ike. Ike look like he outside, so it ain't Ike.
I picked the Butcher, man. He ain't coming for me. I don't either.
I have no idea what I was saying, but like I said, but either way, we do this live every week. And again, catch us on YouTube, Eats Beats Around, dropping new episodes every week. Like, subscribe, comment. Let us know if this new shit is the wave or not. We'll follow up with you guys. And again, thank you for supporting us, fellas. We're gonna wrap this up. See you guys next week. Again, do this every week. Eats Beats and Rhymes on the episode. Who do you got, fellas? It's been fun. Everybody have a great night.
Easy.
Good night. Peace.
Peace.